Hello, everyone. I just wanted to come on and tell you the adventure that I had today. So I had posted this, this is karma, right? So I posted that we were coming on, we were going to do the mask thing and all that stuff. And then I went and taught yoga. Great time. And then I ran into an old friend. You ever do that? It's great. Anyway, before I do that, I got to tell you my problem because I can see my face is shifting as I'm trying to talk. It's a little bit better, but I'll get back to the story of the day. So I went to the dentist. I put it right after my yoga class. My yoga class gets over at 1 p.m. And then I was going to make my dentist appointment by 1:30. Sweating bullets the entire way because two lovely ladies came in on their lunch, and obviously they changed into their yoga clothes and then they have to change back. I did not factor that in. Like an idiot. You're always supposed to make sure you factor that stuff in. So I waited, and at 10 after 1, I was at my car. I could hold my lip when I talk. Anyway, get in my car, speed down. I'm walking in at not at 3:30, at 1:30. I made it. I don't know how. The lights were not cooperative. Well, half of them were. So made it, sign in. She's like, oh, here's your insurance card you left here last week. Oopsie. So I've been walking around without that. Thank goodness I didn't need it. I'm so swollen. So I don't know why this side, because this is the side. So they take me back right away. There's like all these people in the, I was going to say audience, but no. In the waiting room, they call each of them before me, and then they come back for me. And I'm like, how do they do this? Well, they're a well-oiled machine, just like the dentists are. They've got this down. Plus, they have to numb me. And I usually need a little bit more when I don't know why. It just takes long, or I process it through too fast. I have no idea. So I go back. She's like, you're going to sit for a little while because I want this to work. I'm going to really numb you really well because we're going to be here for a while, and you never know how long this is going to take. So I had a cap taken off because it was time. It was starting to lift. It wasn't good. Puts the Novocaine in, sitting there, and then we get started. And I have never been numb that fast before. I mean, maybe a long time ago, but I mean, she put it in. I could feel it. I could feel my tongue feeling like it's swollen. It's not, but it felt like that. So I'm like, oh my God, it's like down my throat. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be able to swallow? It was very strange, very numb. So we're sitting there, she's getting in there, getting at it, getting, trying to drill off this cap. It will not, or crown, will not come off. She's like, ooh, this is in there. Sometimes this happened, and her assistant, Cody, who I love, she was like, oh yeah, she had an acronym, but it was porcelain and metal crown plus whatever cement. They're like, we need to know what cement this was. This was in Texas. I have no idea. So anyway, so they started probably 1:40. They probably started 3:00, I think it was. And like 3 more rounds of Novocaine, 2 different kinds of Novocaine later. I'm like, I'm never going to not be numb anymore. I mean, but I have this really sensitive spot that was underneath my crown that was, when it lifted, it was just getting up in there on the top part of my tooth. Oh my God. Have you ever met Yeti? Oh, she's here. Anyway, all good. I got my temporary crown, but that was another thing. Then my temporary crown, she had that thing perfect. She's not allowed to drill in my mouth. So she's over there with her little tooth, my tooth, temporary And she's drilling it, putting it in, checking. She's like, okay, bite down. I'm like, it is almost perfect. So she's looking, she does the bite test, finds out where it's high, takes it off, does it again. It is absolutely perfect after just 2 adjustments. Great. So she's like, all right, here we go. We're going to put it in. She puts the glue in. She put enough in because the lady next door was talking about how her crown popped off. So I'm like, oh my God, I don't want that to happen because it's so sensitive. So she puts it in. It's got all this cement or, temporary glue or whatever in. So sticks it down. Now it's high because of all the stuff. So now we have to adjust. It was crazy. So by the time I got home, poor Yeti, the monster, you can't see her. Can you see her? There she is. She's a monster. So she's not allowed out in public. I mean, she's naughty. We're still working on it. She's a good girl. She is the sweetest dog. Anyway, so I made it. Here I am, but I'm still numb. I can already tell I'm going to be in so much pain. So I just wanted to come on. I know I was like, we're going to be on tonight. We're going to be talking about this. So basically now the theme of this story is sometimes things don't work out the way you plan. So be okay with that. So plan for mishaps, plan for things not to go the way you thought they were going to go. And it's fine. And also, don't react right away. Just pause for a moment. Collect your thoughts. Is it really that bad? Is it a common thing that's happened? It's not anyone's fault. It's just something that happens. It's an inconvenience. We have so many tiny inconveniences, and I'm sure some bigger ones too, but a very small percentage of our life. Most of the time, we've got it made here. Around here anyway. Cumming, Georgia. Some people are more fortunate than others. I know this, but I'm just saying. If you're inconvenienced, that's probably all it is. It's just an inconvenience. So be grateful for what you have. Be grateful to be talking like this. I won't be in discomfort anymore. I'm on my way to having comfortable mouth again after having this thing be sensitive. So I'm excited. I went through all that. I knew it was a process. They had to get it done. My rushing was my fault. I did not get frustrated with anybody else on the road because I did not plan. Anyway, so I will put the links down here for some discounts if you have any shopping to do still. They're there for you. Shampoo, conditioner, face stuff for Monate. We've got, hey! See, she's bad. Come here. Come up here. Come here. I know, I tell you not to jump. Now I'm telling you to jump. No, she's still too short. You still can't see her. Anyway, so I'll put the links in. We'll be back some other time. She smells all the dental stuff. She's out of here. Anyway, so I just wanted to come on and say that Rachael, the other Rachael, is on her way to, I think, an eco lodge or an eco cabin in South Carolina. Still trying to touch base with her, but hopefully we can get on with her. Also, I'm going to put the pre-order for my book if you're interested. It's a murder mystery about where I used to work. Obviously, there was no murder. But all the drama that we had, again, it's like back then, it was a huge deal. I'm sure this lady that is the murderer in my book was just kind of a minor biatch. And it just seemed like, I think everybody was so friendly and outgoing, which is odd at a hair salon to have that many people that get along, but we did. And this one lady just stirred things up and it was horrible. At the time, it probably really wasn't that bad, is what I'm saying. So just look at the big picture. Now my eyes are a little more open, and hopefully you guys have a great evening or day or whenever you're watching this. I'm going to go let the dog out because she's been in her crate for a long time today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please share. See you later. Here I am again. I'm leaving the studio, ending the session.